Hi guys, Jared Nickel here. To begin with, take a look at this. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. It's from PlayStation. I actually just got this. It's pretty sweet. It's from the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection. I just thought that was kind of neat. Never let go. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, today, now that I've got that silliness out of the way, today I'm going to be looking at a couple of classic RPGs for the original NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm not going to be showing any video footage today. This is sort of like an introduction. I'm going to do the typical remembering for each one of these at one point in time, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to check out a few different things from them, okay? So let's start off with this bad boy. I'm not sure how many of you actually remember this game featuring the Tree of Life. It was more of an action RPG than a full-fledged RPG, but this box, look at that. This box is in pretty pristine condition. I kept this really good shape. Oh, it's dinged. Again, you got to remember I was quite young at the time when all of these games were released. This one in particular came out in 1989. And it's a really fun and unique RPG. We'll be taking a look at this in a little bit, but this is quite a rare game. All right, the big one that you all know is this bad boy right here. That's right, the original Final Fantasy for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This guy is packed with all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you can see, I got like the instructions and the maps and all that good stuff. And of course the games in there too. This is one of the rarest games now on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Obviously I don't need to talk about Final Fantasy, but I'm going to in a future episode of Remembering. This is sort of like a teaser for you. Once I start jumping in on the NES games, this is the originator. This is the bad boy that started it all. And would have loved to have received Final Fantasy 2 and 3 for the NES, but unfortunately that never happened, which is what caused that really big screw up in the numbering system. But what can you do? This is, like I said, this is one of the rarest games for the NES in its original box, and with all the goodies on it. Oh, here's the back of the box. Look at that. Isn't that wicked? Anyways, classic game that don't really even need to talk about. Jumping more on that just shortly. This one I'm sure you all remember. Greatest marketing in history. Pick up Nintendo Power for a year and hey, we'll give you Dragon Warrior. This was a really great game. Obviously, again, I'm going to jump on into this. Again, it's a complete box set with all the goodies in it. One of my absolute favorite RPG series ever. And this original one is just legendary. And then in another episode, I will be looking at this bad boy right over here, Dragon Warrior 2. This box is a little damaged, as you can see. There was tape there, and I peeled it off. Should never have done that, but hey, I was young at the time. This one was released in 1990, according to the back of the box. I like that. I like when it says, seek your allies down here. It's pretty funny. What was so amazing with this one was the fact that it just was so significantly larger than the original. I forget, it actually says it on here. It's over 4 times larger than the Land of Dragon Warrior 1. Badass. Anyways, I got smart when the next one came out. Dragon Warrior 3. I actually kept the plastic on this. This one was released in 1991. This again is a really rare one, but I kept it in pretty damn good shape. This one too, I don't know why I'm even bothering, but whatever. It's complete. It's got all the instructions and everything, but I don't need to bore you all to death with that. And then the last big RPG that we're going to look at for the Nintendo Entertainment System just so happens to be this guy right here. And yes, they look sealed, but they're not sealed here. I didn't show you on the other one, but it's not sealed. As you can see, there's all the goodies in there. Dragon Warrior 4, badass. There it is. So I'm going to be taking a look at, like I said, at each and every one of these. This one was released in 1992, and thus why it's in the best shape. I was getting older at the time. By that point in time, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System was already on the market, and so nobody in the world picked this up. For the longest time, this was one of the top 10 most valuable games on the Nintendo Entertainment System until it was re-released for the Nintendo DS, which I also have. So those are, how many games is that? That's 6 games. Those are 6 games, so you can look forward to 6 future episodes of Remembering. Probably going to start off with the original Dragon Warrior and work our way, because that was the originator here. But I'm not sure if you actually know this, but Phantasy Star was released for the Sega Master System, actually, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 years before the original Dragon Warrior. So technically, that is the very first console RPG, in the traditional sense anyways, that was released in North America. A little trivia for you there. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. That was just a little teaser. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget the Wicked shirt. Gotta love that. Yeah. Alright. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back within the next couple of days.